Test. Good evening. Welcome to Sprague High School Graduation 2016. Before we begin tonight's ceremony, I have a few quick announcements to make to ensure that this event will be enjoyable and respectful for everyone. First, please silence all cell phones. Pictures from this evening's commencement can be purchased from Life Touch Photography. You can view the purchase portraits two ways. Go to the Sprague Commencement website provided by Life Touch at events.lifetouch.com, purchase the proofs that are mailed to you, or respond to the emails that Life Touch will send you. Please remain in your seats while taking pictures. It blocks the view of others when you stand or come to the fence. And since it's raining this evening, please do not use umbrellas as it blocks the view of others as well. At the conclusion of this evening's ceremony, we will remove the fencing so that friends and family can join the graduates in their celebration at the center of the field and take photos at your leisure. We ask those of you joining the graduates not to wear high-heeled shoes on the turf field for your safety. Diplomas need to be picked up at the Commons at the end of the ceremony and will be available until 9:30 p.m. Please stand as our graduates enter.
Okay, thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Sprague Principal Craig Swanson, and I welcome you to beautiful Olympic Stadium and Sprague High School for tonight's graduation commencement for the class of 2016. At this time, everyone, please rise for the playing of our national anthem by our Sprague Band under the direction of Dr. Richard Greenwood, with student Jordana Bougerie as our guest sign language interpreter. Great job. Please be seated. At this time, I would like to introduce Senior Class President Reed Fisher and Senior Class Vice President Morgan Morley to complete the dedication of our amazing new torch, followed by the initial lighting.
Ready? Thank you. We'd like to take this time to present the senior class gift to Sprague High School. This is a long project in the making, and before I say that, I would like to welcome our revealers over to the torch. Yeah. So, we decided to do the torch for the school to replace this kind of sad little thing that's over there, and also in memory of 3 of our schoolmates, including Slick Rick Nelson, Cody Ellensworth, and Connor James. Right. Okay. And if you will turn your attention over to the torch, they will reveal it for you. Oh, you. Their names are engraved. Yeah.
Their names are engraved on the side as well as the class years. You can take a look after graduation. Being able to present this new structure is such an honor, and we thank you guys for helping raise money to make it all a reality. Go Olies! Also, quick thanks to McKenna Metals for constructing this new torch, the senior football players to unveil it, and the rest of the admin who also helped us make it a reality.
I've been in education for about 20 years, and that is the greatest class gift I've ever seen. It is an honor to introduce some distinguished guests we have fortunate to have with us tonight. Even though each board member represents a zone in our district, the entire board works together to serve all students in Salem and Kaiser. Please welcome Zone 4 School Board Director and 1983 Sprague alumni, Mr. Jim Green. Please stand. After 15 years of successful work in education, the previous 11 years in the Nissa School District, Salem-Kaiser School District hired our next guest to successfully lead our high schools into a new era of unprecedented achievement, and it has been a pleasure working with him in my first year as Sprague's principal. Please welcome Salem-Kaiser School District's high school level director, Mr. Larry Ramirez. I will introduce our next guest up here when he speaks. I believe Sprague High School is the best high school in the universe. Our students enjoy being at Sprague. They are involved with as many activities and athletics that we can provide, and they consistently outperform students academically across our state. This would not be possible without the tireless efforts of our outstanding staff at Sprague High School. If you are a Sprague staff member and in attendance with us tonight, please stand at this time. Thank you, staff, for all you do. I would like to extend a special thanks to our staff retiring from Sprague High School this year. Office Manager Jenny Wiest, English teacher Leslie Parpart, Orchestra Director Stephen Nelson, Special Education Teacher George Lindholt, Special Education Instructional Assistant Carolyn Swanson, and Science Teacher Greg Watley. This was quite a challenge today to prepare for this with the inclement weather, and an outstanding job by our custodial crew led by Mr. Chris Allen, Jeff Chandler, our athletic director, and Mr. Phil Rodine with setup. I would also like to thank Mrs. Lillian White, our assistant principal, senior class administrator, and it's also nice to have CCTV under the direction of Alan Bouchon with us tonight. I love doing this at the different ceremonies I've been able to be a part of. And at this time, if you are a Sprague alumni, will you please stand? Yes. This speaks to our tradition, and we appreciate continuing the connection you have with Sprague High School by being here. Once an Ole, always an Ole. Finally, my last introduction is of our parents and families. If you are a parent or family member of a 2016 graduate, can you please stand at this time? Thank you very much for all you do. Our staff has enjoyed our time together, and it wouldn't have been possible without the support that you have given your child and Sprague High School. My message to the Olympian class of 2016. Salem-Keizer Public School District's vision is all students graduate and are prepared for a successful life. We are all here to celebrate the fact that each and every one of you have hit that mark. I am proud of you, and on behalf of all staff at Sprague High School, I say congratulations for a moment, because as this may seem like a monumental moment in your life, I extend some words of advice. This really is just your beginning. You are now deemed prepared for a successful life. I believe in you. You all have something extraordinary to offer this world. Sprague Olympians are the best of the best. It is your time to take the torch and make your own trail of success. It has been an absolute honor and a privilege to call myself your principal this year and athletic director for 2 prior years. I wish you nothing but success. At this time, it is my privilege to introduce Mr. Phil Nickel, That's why I spoke first. Mr. Philip Nickel, a distinguished social studies instructor at Sprague High School for 20 years. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Nickel to the podium as he delivers his commencement speech, Navigation Chart.
To all our family and friends in attendance this evening, and to all who gather to witness this rite of passage, welcome. Tonight is the culmination of many years of personal, emotional, and intellectual growth, and the class of 2016 has distinguished itself in this process. Among the students here tonight are exceptional musicians, athletes, and leaders, nationally qualified speech team members, and an Oregon Youth Senate president. They have accomplished great things in high school, but it is in the future of this class that we will see the fruits of these last 12 years. Because in this class, there will be inventors and entrepreneurs. There will be teachers and doctors, electricians and craftsmen, lawyers and artists, and perhaps even a Senate president. To everyone here who has supported this class, well done. Graduates. Graduates, yours is a remarkable class, determined to seek your own path, do things in your own way, not heeding guidebooks or rule books. You've navigated through AP exams, SBAC exams, unit exams, papers, assignments. You've adapted to new tests, new schedules, and a new administration. And you continue to amaze me and surprise me, even when you sometimes frustrate me. You've shown up for extra lectures, scavenger hunts, movie parties. You've also shown up late with work or late to class because you needed a Starbucks fix. And some of you have required us to write entirely new rules. But more than anything, you are a generous and social group who has never felt compelled to just stay the course or follow a well-worn path. So I won't seek to give you advice in the way I have in the past. Instead, I want to welcome you to an adventure, to a trip of a lifetime, with one last lecture, and then I'll bid you farewell and good luck. So today's lesson is on navigation charts. Spread out over hundreds of square miles of the South Pacific, the islands of eastern Micronesia have been home to islander peoples for several thousand years. Because of the island's low profile, it's nearly impossible to see from one atoll to the next. But over the course of this time, these islanders have navigated canoes among these islands, developing a complex culture and society. To travel to these invisible islands, the people created navigation charts, sticks woven together with shells to show the location of islands and the currents around them. And once having memorized the chart, then they could set out on their journey. Your education's been something like that. Studying, memorizing, testing, all to get you ready for this moment, when we send you on your way and finally let you sail on the open sea. Perhaps you feel a bit queasy, uneasy. Perhaps you're just bobbing around. Perhaps you're taking on water. Or perhaps you're cruising, anxious to get going. But up to this moment, you've only been sailing in the bay. You're about to make that transition out beyond the bar, past the jetty, into the open ocean. Now is when it gets exciting. Now is when the adventure begins. Where should we go? What should we see? Who should we take with us? What will we need? Your life should be an adventure, an exciting journey filled with escapades and escapes. It should be a life you want to tell your grandchildren about. It should be a life of meaning. So what's there on the open ocean beyond that jetty? Well, let me tell you. The seas may be choppy at first. For me, leaving the bay was fun and exciting. It was too exciting. I went from a National Honor Society student to being on academic probation in my first year of college. It was the rudder of my boat that was left unattended. At times later, I drifted into doldrums and found little wind in my sails. What to do with my life? Where am I going? It took me most of my 20s to find teaching, to find something I love. There were stormy periods, some of them sudden and ferocious even. But most of the time, the skies had been sunny, even on rainy nights in June. On those nights, you could sail to Istanbul, to London. You could stroll through Budapest at night in a gently falling snow, or dance in a warm rain in New York City, or sometimes walk along sandy beaches. At all times, keep moving, keep paddling. It's the only way to find your breeze. Now, this journey may sound appealing to some of you, but others of you may be wondering if you should set out at all, because the bay is comfortable and safe, and there are risks involved in sailing. Today, I encourage all of you to seek the unfamiliar, to explore, to travel along routes uncharted and to places unknown. Confront your fears, and in confronting them, you will find new opportunities. When I was 18, I went to see New York. Alone and naive, I wandered along 42nd Street on my first night in the city. Confronted with the widespread problems of urban life, I was guided, jostled, intimidated, and propositioned. And in fear, I fled to McDonald's. It's a strange port to pull into at night. But I gathered myself, steeled my nerves, and finished my walk that night. If I'd quit in that McDonald's, if I had gone home defeated by my fear, my course, my adventure would have changed. And I might never have taken a sledgehammer to the Berlin Wall or got the guts to even ask my wife out. There are storms, and when they come, find a safe port. You will and you must persevere in this. Now, you might think a navigation chart sounds nice, a tool to show you the way, to have your life laid out before you, to know where you're going. But that's not the way it works, and it shouldn't. There is no GPS for life, no app to tell you right from wrong, to tell you the right way to raise a child or to love your spouse, or to make moral or ethical decisions. Your course in your life will be guided by the choices you make, and your class may be acutely aware of the consequences of choices. If you seek self-promotion through posts and likes and the ubiquitous selfie, you are at the mercy of others for your happiness. Is this the path for you? The winds of society and culture may push on you, and currents may sweep you in another direction, but you're the captain of your ship. Hold tight to the rudder. So finally, what is our destination? Where are we going? Well, the fact is, we all arrive at the same destination, sooner or later at the end of our journey. The important thing is that when you get to that destination, you're able to look back and realize that you have gone far and seen much. That you could remark, what a great adventure I've had. That was what's clear from the shore today will not be so certain from the sea. After half a century of sailing, I can tell you this. You don't always get to go where you want, and often you end up in a different place than the one you plan on visiting. Embrace that. It's the adventure. I thought I knew the answer to the questions where, what, and who when I was your age, and in not a single scenario was I to be a high school history teacher in Salem, Oregon. But I'm glad this is where my journey took me, to this moment, to this place, to be able to share this moment with you and to share these years with you. So, hoist the anchor, raise the sails, throw off the moorings. It's time to set sail. The real journey is just beginning. Bon voyage, class of 2016.
Thank you, Mr. Nickel. It is my pleasure to introduce to you one of our graduating seniors, Brittany Kerpius, who will be sharing her speech entitled 118 Million Moments.
Yeah. 4 years, 1,375 days, 33,000 hours, 1,980,000 minutes, 118 million seconds. That's the time we've spent as Olympians. That's 118 million moments we've created together. Friends, parents, guests. We have finally made it, and I personally couldn't be more excited. We made our entrance into Sprague 4 years ago, and as we make our grand exit, I can honestly say I am proud of the progress we have made. We have had 118 million moments, and we have made every single one count. We have all gone to places above and beyond our initial expectations, and we have turned into amazing people, people of exponential growth, and we have created a sense of community and everlasting friendship among all of us. It's been a short and long 4 years. Short because of the lifelong friendships, the lasting memories, and the truly interesting things we have learned from each other. Long because of all the drama and bad homework, the long, boring readings and the late-night study sessions, all of our triumphs and all of our losses. See, that's the thing about time. It has a way of speeding up, slowing down, and disappearing altogether. We've put in so much effort to get to this point, and so many of those moments were filled with hard work and dedication. Parents, you've supported every school function from sporting events to art showcases to simple fundraisers. You've been our anchors for the past 18 years, and you've been strong as you've watched us prepare to spread our wings and fly. To the staff here at Sprague, you poured hours of your time and a multitude of effort into providing us with the knowledge and skills that we didn't think we would need, such as poetry analysis and the Pythagorean theorem. You've also given us life lessons along the way that at the time we took for granted, but we all know it'll help us as we move on. My fellow graduates, you've accomplished so much with academics, sports, the arts, debates, and so much more. In just this year alone, our class has award-winning artists from competitions such as the Marion County Calendar Contest. Our football team placed second place at the Greater Valley Conference. Our racquetball team were the 2016 state champions. We have soccer players that have received the GVC All-League honors. Choir and orchestra both placed in the top 5 at their state competitions. We've had many accomplishments with speech and debate, DECA, and all of the volunteering for National Honor Society. We have so many achievements and have grown exponentially since that first day, every single one of us. Now, as we prepare to go on to the next stage of our lives, we can do so with confidence. We've acquired the experience we need to make good decisions and choose the path that is right for us. Some of us will go off to college in other states. Some of us will stay here in Oregon or even in Salem. Others of us have chosen to serve our country or to go straight into the workforce. Whatever path you have chosen, it's important to make all the moments count. We can accomplish so much with the time we have left. You have 2 billion moments of this life left, give or take a few. Just imagine all of the accomplishments you can make. It only took Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin 329,760 seconds to step foot on the moon. The attack on Pearl Harbor took 7,320 seconds. While that's not a positive example, it is a powerful one, as the amount of mass destruction took so little time. Neither of these events took billions of seconds, but they were very impactful. You have 2 billion moments left, and you have to choose how you want to use them. I have one last task I want you to do before we leave this campus for good. I want you to take a moment to look back on all the time that we have spent together. Think about all the memories and how much we have learned from each other. Compare who you were when you first became an Olympian to who you are now. Notice how much you've changed and how much you've accomplished. Cherish all the memories and all the time you have, because as we have all seen, sometimes it's gone too soon. Think about how you're going to use your next 2 billion moments. You could explore a new galaxy, discover a cure for cancer, help people in third world countries, or help people right here in your community. Just make the moments count as much as you can. I like to leave you with a quote from a very well-known author, Dr. Seuss. How did it get so late so soon? It's night before afternoon, December before June. My goodness, how the time has flown. How did it get so late so soon? Congratulations, class of 2016.
Great job, Brittany. At this time, Assistant Principal Lillian White, can you please join me on the stage for the draping of medallions on our valedictorians and salutatorian. This is the salutatorian one right there. So Would the following students please come forward to receive the valedictorian medallion? Michaela Buchanan, Jacob Collier, Mitchell Ekdahl, Christina Marie Flynn, Kaylee Hafferkamp, Jordan Lightburn, Jonah Lovell, and Noah Vanderberg. Congratulations and thank you for modeling academic excellence throughout your distinguished career here at Sprague High School. Okay, you guys can be seated. Would the following student please come forward to receive the salutatorian medallion? Miss Leah Olivo. What we can do with this is try and get that to those students too so they can have the cover for it. Congratulations on your outstanding academic accomplishment. Good job, Leah. Our final senior speaker tonight is Senior Jessa Knight, presenting her speech, Creating Your Story.
That'll be good. A little lower. Thank you. Everyone loves a good story. Stories have been handed down since the dawn of time and have long since been a source of both entertainment and inspiration for the human race. They are found in books, movies, TV shows, and even within songs. I'd like to bet that everyone here has at some point or another wanted to experience life in one of these stories. There are adventures, epic battles, personal struggles, and even heartbreak, but through all that, the hero triumphs. The first ingredient in a story is the characters. Every character is unique. They all have flaws and problems, yet oftentimes those are the characters we love the most. And so, Sprague High School, students, teachers, administration, and our honored guests, parents, family members, within the story of our lives, we can either be a character or the author. Students, as we've grown up, we've been characters in our parents' lives. Most of us have not made many decisions for ourselves. However, and even when we do make our own decisions, they usually need approval from someone above us. As characters go on their journey, they face challenge and life-altering experiences. These life-altering experiences are purposeful. Authors force their characters to change. They put them through hardship and trials. As we've all learned, life is hard, but we grow with challenges. Within our stories, we either have or will face health problems or injury, stressful finals weeks, conflict with friends, battles with addiction, and even the deaths of those close to us. One of my favorite books, from which I've pulled many of the principles I'm speaking about today, beautifully speaks the idea that when something hard happens to you, you have two choices in how to deal with it. You can choose to either get bitter or better. Did you hear that? You choose to get bitter or better. We can all think of people in both of these categories. There are those who frequently complain about their circumstances, who are not receptive to change, and therefore don't improve. And then there's that second group who have allowed themselves to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. They are those who inspire us because they overcome challenges, allow themselves to change, and even as they struggle, they keep going. I have noticed that these people are happy and full of light. They're the people that everyone wants to be around or be like. Last year, we lost someone in our class, someone important to the community, and although that was hard, I truly believe that most people chose to get better. We have students who struggle daily to even get up in the morning, whose potential and worth are not seen by themselves, but despite this bitter situation, they continue to fight their inner demons and work hard to become better. Regardless of what they are, these things that make us develop teach us important lessons. And so I pose the question to you: have you learned enough to become the author rather than just the character? In addition to what we naturally face in life, there are challenges that we can give ourselves, and that is where we first become the authors of our lives. There's a way for each of us to write our own lives and to create beautiful, inspiring stories. Unfortunately, we often seem to feel that there's too much opposition, and so we squander our time and potential, leading us to feel that life just isn't worth living. Most of us seniors, at least within the last semester, if not long ago, fell into the trap of wasting potential as we fell victim to the plague of senioritis. There were days when we just couldn't seem to find the motivation to get out of bed, close down Netflix after the third episode, or finish that homework assignment that in reality would only take 20 minutes. Now, I know that it's often hard to find that motivation, but there were also times when we did. We took the opportunities we've faced to challenge ourselves by taking harder classes, trying out for a sport, or auditioning for music and theater programs, or even deciding to audition to speak in front of hundreds of people. We have multiple seniors this year who have received Eagle Scout awards and others who excelled at music competitions. All of these things are challenging in their own way, but still help us to grow as individuals. Sometimes the idea of these experiences can terrify us. So we have to remember that although fear can be a guide to keep us safe, it's also a manipulative emotion that can trick us into living boring lives. On top of allowing yourself to be challenged, deciding to be the author of your life will allow you to choose to do things that will enrich your life. I call this living on purpose. Every day we are faced with little opportunities that could make our lives better if we take them. These little things will create memorable scenes in your life. We have to force ourselves to create these scenes. We have to get off that couch and turn the television off. We have to blow up the inner tubes and head to the river. We have to write a poem and deliver it in person. We have to pull the car off the road and hike to the top of the hill. At this time, we are finishing a chapter, but this chapter is not the end of a book. Regardless of how the next chapter appears to begin, choose now how you are going to react when those epic battles come your way. Be intentional with everything you do and choose to challenge yourself, even when it's scary. We have to remember that most things are worth having are hard to get, but they are possible, especially when you are the author of your life and your story. We've all read stories that have good parts, but just aren't satisfying when we get to the end. A great story will stay with you forever. And so, Sprague High School, class of 2016, remember that whether your life is good or great is up to you. How will you choose to write your story? Thank you.
Thank you, Jessa. At this time, please welcome Sprague High School's Choral Department Framework under the direction of Dr. David Brown to perform In My Life.
There are places I'll remember all my life, though some have changed, some forever, not for better. Some have gone, and some remain. All these places have their moments, with lovers and friends I still can recall. Some are dead and some are living. In my life I loved them all. Do 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 oh. But of all these friends and lovers, there is no one compares with you, and these memories lose their meaning when I think of love as something new. Though I know I'll never lose affection for people and things that went before, I know I'll often stop and think about them. In my life I love you more, though I know I'll never lose affection for people and things that went before. I know I'll often stop and think about them. In my life I love you more. In my life I love you more.
Dr. Brown and Dr. Greenwood, thank you very much for the musical performances tonight. Never ceases to amaze me at our musical abilities that we have here at Sprague High School. For the presentation of the class of 2016, will Mr. Larry Ramirez and Mr. Jim Green please join me at the podium to present tonight's diplomas. Mr. Ramirez and Mr. Green, I attest that all members of the class of 2016 sitting before us have met all graduation requirements as determined by Salem-Keizer Public Schools and the Oregon Department of Education. Each student has successfully completed the required amount of credits, completed a personalized education plan, and have met all essential skills requirements in mathematics and English language arts. Readers are prepared. Will the class of 2016 please come forward to receive your diplomas? I would like to introduce our readers tonight. Mr. Jeff Swartout, Mrs. Sherry Burleson, please stand and wave. Mr. Mark Harris, he will be the one with the British accent. Mr. Michael Curry, Mrs. Kathleen McElliott, Mr. Chris Carnahan, Miss Kristen Anderson, and Mr. Jeremy Wanick.
Jordana Christine Boisery.
Kirsten Davis.
Christina Marie Catherine Flynn.
Margaret Diane Rigglesworth.
Rebecca Ann Abbott.
Jillian Coker.
Mary Sierra Peacock.
Morgan Renee Anderson.
Kaylee Marie Dalloza.
Laird Thomas Peterson.
Maverick Contreras.
Morgan Jeffrey Andrew Knorr.
Nicholas Berryman.
Mary Catherine Marquise.
David Alex Souza.
Thomas Anthony Norton.
Catherine Rose Smith.
Levi Nelson Laws.
Andrew Frink.
Joseph Rico Garcia.
Nanette Zuleika Ramos.
David Thomas Prosser.
Summer Rain Boiser.
Andrew Axe Axelson.
Zachary Holt.
Anthony Richard Nunn.
Josiah Custis.
Bryce Alexander Lawson Weber.
Matthew Biggs.
Morgan Jane Morley.
Jonathan Swift.
Dustin Wade Landers.
Nicholas Eastland.
Ashley Marie Barrett.
Emily Nicole Poole.
Shanti Somawanti Basu.
Allison Marie Tracy.
Dylan James Norris.
Nina Viktorovna Olnich.
Cole Taylor Freeberg.
Alina Yurchenko.
Will Gaskins.
Reina Hidalgo Gomez.
Colton Mitchell Posey.
Hui Viet Huang.
Carson James Powers.
Ethan Blake Eves.
Paul Jacob Julam.
Justin Taylor Vasquez Ellis.
Trevin Jolly.
Sabrina Leanne Shandy.
Greg Norkovec.
Sierra Christine Wellert.
Alexis Hoffman.
Sarah Ann Sliger.
Kinsey Simons.
Casey Emmanuel Paul Bailey.
Jenna Faye Barna.
Jacob Hunter Antkowiak.
Lindsay Rose Beeman.
Malia Renee Zollner.
Nathan Lethco Willis.
Tina Marie Hogstrom.
Ellie Oven.
Lily Catherine Sloan.
Brennan Andrew Bowes.
Evan Lindsay Dahl.
Peter James Shippey.
Adele Raven Underwood.
John Robert Way.
Aurora Sky Hendricks.
Charles Claude Kimball, Jr.
Emily Ann Barnhart.
Elizabeth Mejia.
Sheila Blevins.
Kai Sugano.
Jimin Lee.
Justin William Lee Downey.
Jordan Lightburn.
Ryan Daniel Cook.
Jonah Dale Lovell.
Jacob Crowell Collier.
Braden Carey Gardner.
Ryan Keith Myers.
Vincent Polino.
David Henry DeZee.
Ian Allen.
Logan James Eno.
Kyle Schuler.
Allison Carey Gardner.
Ethan Devani.
Megan Esperanza Acosta.
Corbin Kyle.
Patrick Connor Eddings.
Brett Herb.
Madison Rose Kurzel.
Alexandria Ledgerwood.
Delavina Montoya.
Caitlin Macatus Smith.
Cheyenne Taylor.
Caitlin Denise Esther.
Macy Lee Martinez.
Laura Dola.
Cora Eunice.
Victoria Nicole Fuller.
Dana Justine Kay.
Laura Alicia Kellerman.
Maslin Jean Moya.
Blanca Miranda Aguilar.
Jesse Rivera Johnson.
Arsh Chima.
Kaylin Strode Johnson.
Isaiah Leroy Gertrude Custis.
Olivia Nelson.
James Martin.
Noah Robert Vanderberg.
Coleman Gabrielle Bishop.
Pauline Holzbosch.
Wesley William Pierce.
Morgan Elaine Corsi.
Jagan Grimes.
Leah Alexandra Olivo.
Caleb Lau.
Megan Mortensen.
Shane Henry.
Jillian Lorraine Griffin.
Mitchell Anthony Ekdal.
Jillian Corinne Berry.
Alexander Leasty.
Esperanza Asensio Mendoza.
Jack Ronald Nelson.
Jennifer Garcia.
Alyssa Guerra.
Nicole Gebauer.
Jenny Burris.
Kiana Santiago.
Michaela Lachey Gordon.
Haley Hernandez.
Bree Marie Rossa.
Emrys Elizabeth Spencer.
Tallulah Miroff.
Raina Celeste Hill.
Taylor Harrell.
Kira Leanne Logan.
Madison Catherine Miller.
Alexis Renee Maitoff Ralston.
Emily Lynn Robbie.
Michaela Buchanan.
Abigail Page Lowe.
Elizabeth Ann Soper.
Ashley Marie Lewis.
Penku Tao.
Daniela Beasley.
Kaylee Joe Hafferkamp.
Brittany Hudson.
Claire Swartz.
Janelle Luke.
Melody Hansen.
Emily K. Schmeling.
Andrew Thong Lee.
Robert Jr. Amarillas.
Emmy Kennedy.
Reed Hovita Fisher.
Lillian Elizabeth Chanel.
Conan Myers.
Joseph William Maletta.
Alexander Jones.
Acacia Danae Hewitt.
Leisha Rose Goldsby.
Alyssa Ann Calhoun.
Jadelyn Star Fahid.
Ashley Rose Horst Blanchard.
Kirsten Lynn Stapleton.
Isaac Eugene Peters.
Adania Monica Marie Gaza.
Lucas Hansen.
Alina Marie Desmond.
Isaac Delgado.
Cody Michael Desmond.
Ryan Morgan.
Carlos Eduardo Mello.
Jefferson Lake.
Bailey Ray Province.
Graciela Rose Ortiz.
Janelle Marie Thomas.
Amy Marie Harb.
Tristan Michaela Jones.
Ashley Smith.
Hunter LaFountain.
Peyton Concepcion Takai.
Eddie Ayanita.
Terrian Tarek Eder.
Jordan Christopher King.
Jesse Emerson.
Cedric Wen.
Brandon Dornbush.
Austin Close.
Skylar Wingo.
Seth Tipton.
Tyler Lowe.
Wilson Osmar Ayala Gonzalez.
Devin Shoemaker.
Esprit Cruz.
Austin Falconer.
Grace Whitney Jenkins.
Eli Denbesti.
Nadera Ann Cheshire.
Paisley Spinks.
Nicole Elena Dumanovsky.
Kian Kohler Spears.
McKenna Ray Parkin.
Cole Thomas Fox.
Gabriela Marguerite Davalos.
Christopher Matthew Bravo.
Camila Maria Diaz.
Andrew Russell Warner.
Jensen Celine Clark.
Connor Mason Smith.
Destiny Leanne Simonson.
Trey Philip Webb.
Stephen Erickson.
Andrew Lewis Weaver Foster.
Devin Page.
Thomas Van Rokel.
Morgan Montoya.
Taylor Chappell.
Ashley Murphy.
Alex Burrows.
Anna Isabel Garcia Arribas.
Nate Wilson.
Riley Jane Treat.
Andrew Patterson.
Drew Christopher Whitney.
Luke Hux.
Isabel King.
Wesley Snyder.
Casey J.
Zach Wilson.
Davis Maccabee.
Nicholas Parker.
Jada Nagaruk Huffman.
Anthony Sullivan.
Josefina Florencia Alarcon Carrillo.
Colin Giesick.
Moana Tariga.
Brandon Roth.
Catherine Harmon.
S.J.
Sierra Rose.
Cooper Johnson.
Nicholas Ganchenko.
Emily Matthews.
Peyton Wright.
Daniel Rogers.
Raven Montalero.
Caleb Gale.
Haley Lyons.
Austin Fisenko.
Bailey Beamer.
Tyler James Hankis.
Genesis Oliva Silva.
Ryan Moon.
Kimberly Miranda Rodriguez.
Katie Andrews.
Alyssa Ashley.
Gloria Destina Ochoa Sandoval.
Cole Akamoff.
Riley Coyle.
Brittany Kurpios.
Madeline Kroll.
Anissa Yasmin Salcido.
Garrett Omer.
Jillian Iris Arnold.
Jeremiah Ross.
Maddie Harris.
Sean Bohannon.
Brianna Elizabeth Elliott.
Jacob David Sunishin.
Lacey Marie Fitzhenry.
Aubrey Jones.
Cody Boren.
Jacob Nelson.
Jacob Lee Schifferman.
Jarrell Lee Test.
Matthew Isaac Daniels.
Sebastian Christian Ward.
Jordan Alexander Contreras.
Myungmoon Chung.
Andy Dione Hernandez.
David Anthony Martinez.
Brennan James Knox.
Harrison White.
Jason Mendenhall.
Isaac Vicente Acosta. Hannah Rose Taylor. Jessa Lee Knight. Stephen George Upchurch. Clarissa Jean Wolf. Jack Matthew Edwards. Sean Michael Nettleton. Shania Hefner. Oscar Ramirez. Rosa Rodriguez. Charles Winterhawk Cook. Erica Garcia. Patrick Lux. Dakota Logan. Andrew Schoen. Stephanie Muir. And Alejandra Pantaleon.
Okay, class of 2016. We're not done yet. Reminder, graduates, you can pick up your diploma after the ceremony concludes. We are going to be handing them out in the commons because we thought that the rain might come, but let's hear it for the weather tonight. We had lightning protocols and everything all set to go, but we're not going to need it. Again, pick up your diplomas after the ceremony concludes in the commons. About 1 year ago, we lost a member of our Sprague family, Slick Rick Nelson. Slick's family wants to express their appreciation to the class of 2016 for the love and support that have been given to them throughout this extremely difficult time. They have made each one of you a cultural handmade lei that you may also pick up when you receive your diploma as a thank you from Slick Rick's family. If you guys don't realize, the Sprague High School community is flat out amazing. At this time, I would like to introduce to you our senior class president, Reed Fisher, and invite our graduates to please stand at this time.
Short. Hold on. First, I would like to thank you all for being here today, especially with how bad senioritis has been this year. Right, Jensen and Jason? And is Colton here yet? I don't know if he is. My 4 years here as an Oli have been amazing, and I have you guys to thank for that. It's been an honor to have been your class president for the past 2 years. And I would just like to wish everyone great luck and no, don't do that. Great luck and success in their futures. Even if you have no idea what your plans are going to be or how things are going to turn out, because let's be real, nobody does. It's all about being spontaneous. So the message that I want to leave with you guys tonight is don't be afraid to be spontaneous. Don't be scared to just jump in and not have anything planned out. It's more exciting that way anyways. However, the rest of this is kind of planned out. So you can be not yet. The rest of this is planned out. So you can be spontaneous in like 5 minutes, except for that. So without further ado, I'd like to ask you, my fellow classmates, to please join me in the turning of our tassel from the right to the left. To signify our official graduation from Sprague High School. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce you to the Sprague High School graduating class of 2016. Okay, Will, Alex, and Carson, take it away.
Yep, you can find it.